I've helped over 2,500 loan officers and real estate agents launch successful first-time home buyers, either webinar or workshop. And that's how I wrote this, the number one best-selling book on Amazon, the real estate webinar engine, and won this NAMB Service Partner of the Year. And after doing thousands of webinars, I found out 3 common mistakes that's going to kill most of loan officers and real estate agent webinar conversion. And these are the 3 things that you want to avoid on your next webinar. Let's dive into the content. 3 first-time homebuyer webinar mistakes that kill your conversion and how to fix it. Mistake number 1, education overload. Most loan officer and agents are tending to provide so much information and so much data because they think the more information is equal more value and more value is equal more trust. However, that is not true. Most agents tend to provide too many slides, too much teaching to create trust. However, that's not creating trust, but it overwhelms your audience. So what is the way to fix this problem? Here's how you're going to fix this problem easily. What you're going to do is that you're going to divide your entire content to 2 to 3 aha moments, and you put your entire focus to deliver those aha moments. And what is your aha moments, for example? Your aha moment could be how to purchase a home with as low as 3% down, or you don't need excellent FICO to become a homeowner. Or another aha moment could be about how pre-approval is important in your home buying process. When you create one aha moment, you build the entire content around that one aha moment, and each aha moment should take about literally maximum 5 to 10 minutes. And when you finish a aha moment, you continue with providing 1 to 2 case studies of somebody that you've helped to overcome the challenges that you just talked about. For example, if you talk about you don't need 20% down payment, you talk about, hey, this is Michael, one of my past clients. You don't have to share their last name or image if you don't want to. And Michael had similar challenges as you. He thought he needs 20% down payment to become homeowner. He reached out to me. And when we reviewed his numbers, we figured out he has more than enough of money to start in the process. So in fact, he needed only 3%, and we figured out he has about 5% of the home price. Very quickly, we got his process started, and in 30 days, he became a homeowner. And after 6 months, his home appreciated by $20,000, and by now he has built over, for example, $20,000 home equity. So when you break down your entire content into 2, 3 aha moments, you end up simplifying the content. You stop making it more complex, but you simplify and you provide more case studies that's going to build trust. So first, people can see themselves in Michael. They can see, oh wow, Michael had 2 kids. I also have 2 kids. I also have similar belief that I need 20% to buy a home. And now Michael is a homeowner. So why not me? And also, besides being relatable and see themselves in Michael, they can trust you because you've helped somebody like themselves become a homeowner. So adding 1 to 2 case studies after each aha moment will tremendously help you to add a lot of trust in. And now, after simplifying the process and adding trust, now people are ready for the next step, which is either continuing the next step of the content, or either at the end of the workshop is booking a call with you through your calendar. So the mistake number 1 is education overload, and how to stop over educating and simplifying by organizing the entire content around 3 aha moments and adding case studies to build trust. So now let's dive into mistake number 2. No authority story. So a lot of loan officers and agents tend to just read slides and don't add any personal angle to the entire presentation. So when you don't add any personal angle to your entire presentation and you just read from slides, you do not build any rapport with your audience. So it's very important for you to build rapport and separate yourself from another agent that do workshop, because at the end of the day, people buy from people. So this is the connection that's going to sell. So the question is, why do you need to build a story for yourself, and how does that story help? When you create story, you instantly create trust, humanize yourself. People can relate to you. And when you create story, then you can connect your story to your why. Okay? Why are you here in front of 10, 20 people teaching them how to become a home owner? Why do you spend time on this? Why do you spend your resources and money on a webinar? So you connect your entire story to your why, so people connect and realize why you spend all these resources. So the question is, how do you create a story, an authority story that you can tell people in a matter of 5 to 10 minutes to connect on a deeper human level with your audience? So now I'm gonna go ahead and tell you my actual mother's story. So my mother is a loan officer and doing the same exact workshop every single week and month for first-time homebuyers, for business owners, for investors. Very successful workshops, and she's going through this story. I want to break it down for you. I'm going to make it 1 to 2 minutes very fast so you can just realize and see what are the authority story that you should always add to connect on a human level with your audience. So my mother started with her story. Hey, about 14 years ago, I was living in Iran. I was a top executive in a corporation, and I was just 1 year away from fully retired at the age of 45. I had a settled life, my car, my home, I had everything. But during that time, I felt my 2 kids, my 2 sons, have a very bright future in Iran because of economy and political thing that's happening. That's why we've decided to sign up for a USA lottery. And then very first time we won the lottery and we end up moving to USA. I remember she was in airport LAX, which is Los Angeles airport, and she's telling the story in the webinar that inside the airport, fear and uncertainty took over my entire brain and body, because I said, what if I'm going to lose everything? I sold my home, I sold my car, I left my job, I left everything behind. What if I made a wrong decision? What am I going to with 2 kids at that age in a new country, in a so different country with new culture? What am I going to do with that? During that time that I was afraid, I just got started. And after a few months, I really finished the entire saving, and we didn't even still have any solid job. So I ended up working as a cashier in Target. I was really desperate. I went from a successful corporate executive about to retire to a new cashier in Target. Do you guys see the difference? This difference is building the connection, the emotional connection with your audience. So I went from this point to this point, and somebody came to me and said, you're good at numbers, you're good at connecting with people. Why don't you become a mortgage loan officer and helping people become homeowners? Very quickly, I made a decision to become a homeowner. I got my certificate, and on the very first deal, something happened that changed my life. When I handed the key to the first couple, I saw how that moment was beautiful and changed that couple's life. How did that change that couple's life? That key wasn't just about buying a home. That key was hope. That key was pride, was confidence, was a new lifestyle, and a new path to building wealth. And as a fact, the average homeowner's net worth is 40 times, 40 times more than average renter's net value. So this is a transformation in somebody's life that opens the door to potentially second home, third home, and a new lifestyle. So that moment changed everything for me. And that's why I decided from now on, I want to help 10,000 committed renter become homeowner. Not just anyone, but people who remind me of my own journey. People who are serious about improving their financial future. People who are working hard doing the right thing and just need guidance. People who are responsible, motivated, and simply need the right strategy. And do you see what we do here right now? When we tell this story, now we're talking to our ideal target audience. People who are motivated, people who are hard worker, people who are really looking forward to become a home owner, not just anyone, but the ones that are becoming a good prospect and lead for us. Now, what we did is we created a story that we connected our past, we told our entire past, emotion, transformation, and we connected this entire story to our why. Why are we here? Why are we here to serve you? And now we have a mission which is way above making more money. And our mission is helping 10,000 committed renters become home owner. That leads me to the third common mistake, which is a conversion issue. Most loan officers and agents tend to do a workshop and leaving the end of the workshop open. What does that mean? It means they say, if you need help, reach out to me. Or they say, here is my phone number, or here is my website. But that's the biggest mistake that's going to kill your conversion. So, what you want to do instead, you want to provide a calendar link. If you have no calendar link, you gotta create a calendar either through your CRM, Go High Level, or whatever CRM you use, or a Calendly to share your calendar link or your QR code. So people can scan your QR code and dive into your calendar. And then you can create urgency and scarcity by mentioning, I don't have unlimited spot available on my calendar. I have few limited spots available. It's first come, first serve. And this way you create urgency and scarcity. People take actually action. When you fix these three mistakes, again, education overload, going from being an educational to somebody who educate and actually inspire to take action. Mistake number two, adding an authority story so people can connect with you on a human level. Remember, people buy from people. And third, high conversion formula to at the very end, share a calendar link and add in an urgency and a scarcity to your offer. This way, you're going to end up with more application, more calls, and more funded loans or closed deals. If you're interested to having your own webinars and workshops or one-to-many system, you can go ahead and join our Facebook group. I have a Facebook group that I share free training inside. You can go ahead and click on it. The link is in the description box. Or if you're ready to already scale your business, you can go ahead and book a call with us. We jump on a call and figure out if we can help you to build a solid one-to-many system in your business so you can add in a lot more business to your pipeline. Thank you for watching, and I'm gonna see you on the next video.